Western New York, the site for this one. The new Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills.
Please welcome to their new home, your 2026 Buffalo Bills.
Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Burrow's pass.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. Will mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 16 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down. Burrow working in the pistol. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down. Terrell Bernard in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A carry here for Brown. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
This is one of those plays where you got to give him some love after. Let him know it was an outstanding run and all of that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
And this is not going to be... On first down, Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Looking out of the gun, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 10.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow now. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
2nd down and 10.
See what they have for 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18, 11, 18.
Now Brown. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they come up to face 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And he pushed it.
The score
No good.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. The outside, it's looked in by Chase. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
11 on the play.
Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. 11, MT, Tate. Big 13. Big 13. 11, Thomas.
Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Trying to get it to Jamar Chase. 2nd down.
Cole Bishop on the coverage.
Now, Burrow. Inside the 10, it is caught.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Here we go.
On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
At his own 7-yard line. A gain of 4.
Here's
It's
2nd
now
and 6.
2nd and 6.
On the ground, this is Perine. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
Bishop on the tackle.
A gain there of 16 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down. Here's Perine. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was brought down at the 28
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. On the ground, it's Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 15 on that game. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
And a Bengal 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Play action now. It's Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. It'll be taken in by Samaje Perine. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Fourth down.
Here we go.
They'll try to run.
You know, more often than not in the NFL.
I'm one, right?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up
So they have it second and 1.
Here we go.
Now it's Perine. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
He was tackled at the
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Burrow. The middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And they'll take this down inside to 35. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. This drive started to take some nice shape. Another first and 10 here. Burrow. To the middle of the field. Caught by Higgins. And he'll be taken down as time runs out and we've come to the end of the first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
You see their offensive coordinator, Dan Pitcher. Pitcher in his third season as the OC in Cincinnati. Burrow now to throw on first down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Throwing is Burrow. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's caught. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Burrow. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Second down. Burrow to throw. Open left side is Gesicki. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Third and 2. Here we go.
Here we go.
A run, it's Perine. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
And the Bengals first down.
To throw is Burrow. He's got it at the 7. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
First and goal.
They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. They'll go big. 3 tight ends in the formation for first and goal. Here's Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Hero is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Ball carrier. Touchdown.
Here we go.
On the carry is P-Rob. He had the touchdown run on the last drive. This time, nice pickup of 7 to start the drive.
37-yard line.
So, from 37, here's second down and 3. Here's Brown. Finding room across midfield. Strong. And he will go all the way. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run.
They go play action for Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now second down throw for Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get an even 20 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one finds Chase. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is caught at the 3. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Andre Yosivas. Touchdown, Bengals. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On first and 10, Burrow. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Second down. Now, Burrow. That one is caught. It's Hudson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
On one, ready?
They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. A minute 57 to go in the game.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. He'll get that to all his tight end. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. As they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming.
Fourth down.
Back to throw. Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. This is 1st and 10. Burrow working in the pistol. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Brown. Whoa, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific.
Here we go.
But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. He's done it again, back-to-back good runs. 19 this time, and another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, ready, go.
Now, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. For the visiting Bengals. This one went down to the wire. They're able to persevere. They're going to walk out of here with a well-deserved victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,
Well, it is already one of the loudest buildings in football, and never more so than when the war drum is sounded, and this crowd has begun its battle cry inside the walls of Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. Today, our draw features two from the AFC, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs Kingdom, welcome your 2026 Kansas City Chiefs.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. Bucks now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're going to be led out by the 7th-year star, former #1 overall pick, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Brown quick on the draw here. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Escapes the pocket. He's got Gesicki complete. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Some improvising leads to a huge gain. 38 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Burrow to the air now. And this time they forced the incompletion. Defense was ready after he got him on that last snap. Now it's 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
This one will not connect. That's incomplete. They are testing this coverage on the opening drive, but it's holding up so far. 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
To the end zone, and this is going to be brought in. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase capping a 7-play scoring drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves it can stop them.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing.
Line, ready? Here we go.
Burrow. And they will take him down. They got him back to the 41. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the...
Touchdown, Cincinnati!
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Here's the backup, first throw. Catch made by Chase Brown. He's going to be forced out after he picks up about 19 yards, and that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Flacco's going to throw here on first. Got his target, it's Higgins. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. And he is finally out of bounds as he takes it all the way down to the 20. Big hitter on first down. 31 yards. Offense overloading left side, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. He's going to throw it again. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Wow, the start he is on. This is going to be a heck of a performance if he and his quarterback can keep this pace up today, Brock.
And by starting so strong, he's going to benefit all of his fellow receivers. This defense is going to have to start dictating coverage to him, and it's going to open up his boys.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff to Piron. Calling around 3 on the play. They're set up with 2nd and goal from the 5.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. When it comes into play, 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 2, and now they have 3rd and goal at the 3. From the gun, Flacco. This is going to be caught. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Mike Gesicki capping a... Shotgun snap to Flacco. Hits his running back. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for Bengals' first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Going now on first down. Look at that power, deep left side. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So it's second down coming up.
It's now second and 10.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. On second down, Flacco. He's going to try another deep one here. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, partner. I know you always do, but it felt like maybe that was one of their last gasps to get into field goal range before we hit halftime.
Yeah, you kind of look at both sides. Defense is doing all they can to prevent that thing from being thrown over their head, and can the offense find some way to puncture that defense to get into that field goal range?
Taken down finally to curtail the damage, but still 22 yards on that pickup. And it'll be first down Bengals.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from Orlando. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. But first, let's give you a look at some of the highlights from our first half, including the play of this man, Jamar Chase. He's got a couple of touchdown catches already with a chance to make it a really big game in this second half. To see if he can do it, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a two-score ball game here as we resume play. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. Completed over the middle. And the stop is made downfield after a gain of about 18. And that's going to give Cincinnati the first. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Burrow setting the throw. Batted away at the line, incomplete. Didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. Second down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing on second, Burrow. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Here we go.
They'll throw, third and long. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he gets home. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins from over 50 yards out.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now Burrow. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Middle of the field, and he's got Chase. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And that's going to be good for a Bengals first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go.
From the gun, Piron. He's found some space. Is he by a man? He's in the clear. Past the 25. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone.
At the 9-yard
They
line.
rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It is Bengal football, and they're going to start the final quarter up by a couple of scores. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Throwing is Burrow. Has it in close. And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Mike Gesicki. First return score, now he's got a receiving one, too. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than...
Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. All set to go now from the 35. And they're going to throw out of the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
To the outside and caught by Brown. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock gets 2nd down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up.
And the rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Digging deep in the playbook here. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. It's caught. Chase has it. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Straight ahead they go with Piron. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd and goal. Back now, pressure coming. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
3rd down and goal from the 1.
Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And he's going to be brought down shy of not just the end zone, Brock, but that 1st down marker as well. So now offense facing an interesting 4th down decision.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I'm going to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think you can call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Brought in right side. And he picks up the first down for the Bengals. And that is the last thing they need to lock away this win.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They're going to pass it here. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. This goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too. Yeah. Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Oh, man, that was like a feeding frenzy out there, Brock. Draw play against the blitz. Defenders just rushing over each other to be the one to sit him down.
That is a total boom or bust call. If you can run by those blitzers.
And in. Touchdown, Bengals. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
One on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals.